All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakak Kudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, before I go into this article, I want to get a quick precept. All right, in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter. All right, verse 13. Okay, it says, "And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had a wound by his sword and did live." All right, now, we understand that this he, all right, is really referring to Esau, Edom, okay, starting with their elites, okay, and as it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth, all right, by means of those miracles. All right, and let's look up the word deceiveth, okay. All right, it says planao, and it says to cause to stray, to lead astray, all right, to lead astray, metaphor to lead away from the truth, to lead into error, to deceive, to be led aside from the path of virtue, to go astray. And you can do that by lying to somebody, but you can also do that by getting somebody to believe, all right, something that is a lie, right? Now, they sound very similar, but Esau is able to cause you to go astray from believing in the power of the Most High, Bahashem Yahushai, all right, if he can get you to believe in his power, all right, by those miracles, which is done via his technology. He's able to use his technology, all right, to make certain things that would normally seem impossible, all right, make those things possible, all right, and in turn, people then turn to trust in technology and trust in Esau above Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, all right, and they are deceived and they are led astray because, all right, of the miracles which he was able to do through his technology. And I have an example here, and it says, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, all right, meaning to follow the ways, all right, that image is a system, a way of life, all right, a new order, so to speak, okay, and they do that by making it seem, well, you see these miracles that we're able to do, we can make life so much better, we can solve so much more problems, if we can make somebody who's paralyzed walk with technology, imagine how much more we can do. So let's just build let's build a system where this is the way we do things. And with that, we can cure so many things. If you notice, a lot of the technology that comes out, the first few things they say is concerning cures, right? Oh, health, what it can, which, we understand that that's not really their goal, because hold on one second. You are also the reason why there are a lot of sicknesses and problems in the world. So how come all your inventions are so-called to cure people, but you're causing a lot of these sicknesses? So how does that work? All right, so it says, which had a wound by a sword and did live. So now let's go to this article. All right, this is from rtnews.com, and it says, peace of mind, man incapable of feeling fear after having part of his brain surgically removed. All right, and I'm not going to read the whole article, but I will read certain parts. Okay, so it says here, a man who struggled with anxiety claims that he lost the ability to feel fear after undergoing brain surgery, giving him stoic powers when faced with life's many dangers, such as muggers and spiders. Basically, he was saying that he would sometimes black out and go through panic attacks and so on and so forth, and that he was diagnosed with epilepsy. Okay, and they put some nodes and probes and wires and stuff into his head, so the next time he gets one of those attacks, they could pinpoint where in his brain, all right, that this epilepsy or the cause of his panic was coming from. All right, and they said they found it to be in the what's that, a amygdala, something like that. Let me see if I can find the word they used. All right, yeah, amygdala. All right, and basically they found it there, and then they removed it. Okay, but apparently one of the side effects of doing that was that he was not able to feel fear anymore. All right, he said he did have some focusing issues and so on and so forth. But an example of what he means by that is here. Okay, it says people describe a lot of things with the word fear, like I'm afraid of girls or I'm afraid of failure. But I'm talking about the fear you'd feel when facing death or serious injury. That's the fear that was removed, he wrote. It says the New Yorker explained that his reptilian harm avoidance system has been switched out with a more logical version. He provided several examples of how the change has affected his behavior. While walking through Newark, New Jersey, he was approached by a group of suspected muggers. Instead of trying to avoid them, he calmly walked straight past them, a bold move that left him unscathed. Apparently, my lack of fear struck them, he told me, or he told Vice. In another incident, he noticed that he was being bitten by a spider, but didn't feel the need to frantically react. I was like, oh wow, I was just bitten, and that hurts. I wonder what I should do now, he recalled. All right, and so on and so forth. But you gotta also understand that fear. See, fear can have certain effects on you, whether good or bad. But when the Most High gave the blueprint for the body of a human being, and he added to where all these things are included, the way the brain is, the way it works, the different attributes, and so on and so forth. When the Elohim created it in the book of Genesis, it says that it was perfect. It was perfect, right? Meaning that there are functions in your body that you may not know why they're there or what they do, but they're there for a reason. Okay? And so, you might have certain scientists and they'll do some surgery and remove certain parts. Oh, you might not need it. It's like, or like you have two of these organs, we could just take one. Well, if the Most High, if the Lord thought that you only needed one, he would have given you only one, right? Why do you think the Most High gave you two of certain things, one of other things? Everything that's put in your body is put there for a reason. But these with their technology, because see, this wouldn't have been possible without their technology. In the ancient world, you would have had to live with this. And what would you have had to do? You would have had to pray. You'd have to pray to the Most High, all right, that he could deliver you from, because really it's demons. Because in the ancient world, there were people who had, would have like blackouts and, like basically they would have episodes, There was an account, see if I can find it. Let's see. There we go. Matthew 17 and 15. I'll start at 14. It says, and when they were come to the multitude, there came a certain man kneeling down to him, saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic and sore vexed. For oft times he falleth into the fire, and oft into the water. Okay? Now, when you deal with people who have those episodes, often they'll tell you they don't remember what happened, right? They'll just black out, and they'll wake up sometimes hurt. I knew somebody who said that. She said she blacked out and she woke up and, they had to stitch her mouth and all of that. And when you ask them, well, do you know what you did? No, they don't know what they did, because them demons take over. Okay, so you can end up banging your head into a wall or, bugging out, muscle convulsions and all that. And, you start wilding out and then you'll end up hurt by the time you come back to your senses, And like this, for example, you see, it says he's a lunatic. When you look up the word here in the Greek, selaneazomi or zomai, it says to be moonstruck or lunatic, to be epileptic. Okay, epilepsy being supposed to return and increase with increase of the moon. This meaning is doubtful as the Greek The Greeks knew nothing of epilepsy. See, that's the thing about Esau, right? Just because you came up with a modern term for something doesn't mean that it didn't exist. You see, that's the pride of this devil. If we didn't come up with it, oh, they didn't know nothing about it. No, these things existed back then, but they were referred to differently. And in today's day and age, they have different names for it. Okay? Because, like the man said, his son oftentimes falleth into the fire and often into the water. Now, please tell me who in their right mind is you just fall into fire and sometimes you just fall into water somewhere. No. All right, but let's say you have an episode, you're not aware of what's going on. So things like this would happen. But see, why didn't this man go to what are they called? Was it Asclepius, or I forgot the name? But why didn't he go to those top health experts they had back then? The so-called medical experts they had back then, and have them do some brain surgery and remove his amygdala, to prevent whatever this is, because they weren't able to do that. Okay, but fast forward, going back to Revelation 13, this is a part of the technology the Lord gave this devil, okay, that he would be able to do this. And so, like I said, as how back then they would call on the Lord and beseech the Lord for this, in today's day and age, they go to Esau. Because in their mind, well, this is a sure way. I can go and pay, and through technology, guess what? He can perform a miracle. See, when the Lord healed that man's son, that was a miracle, right? But today, it wouldn't be, oh, let me go to the Lord. It would be, oh, well, I can just go to the hospital and they could perform surgery, and then the same miracle will happen, right? And people then start to believe more in Esau because of his technology, and they fail to understand that comes from the Most High anyway. All right, but through that, he's getting these people, he's deceiving them, he's leading them astray to look at him as though he is God, and for them to forget the Most High. Oh, what I need you for if I could go and technology could give me the same effect. Okay, but you're being deceived. Okay, you're being deceived, and they're gonna find that out the hard way. Okay, because you're dealing with the devil, man. You're dealing with the devil. All right, so yeah, that was pretty much it. I just wanted to bring that out real quick. And man, hey, when the scriptures talked about knowledge increasing, especially going into the technology that the Lord has given these devils, I mean, as of right now, based on what we've been exposed to, it's pretty high up there. All right, but then you think of that, and then you think of the kingdom, and you gotta wonder, man, what level of technology are we gonna be on then? Because Esau is the basis of man, and look at what he has. All right, being able to go into somebody's head and remove certain parts of their brain for a certain effect. Think about that. Think about how do what is it? How do you even get to that level? And then consider that to be the base. So, hey, I mean, hey, man. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that out. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. And we're going to see more and more of these so-called miracles via their technology. And it will get a lot of people to follow them. But we know better. All right, we know to trust in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Okay, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Rachak Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.